Over 40,000 been killed, and unfortunately a lot of news agents, people didn't turn up to give our voices for all those people.
Could you trust the Iranian embassy to give accurate information of how many people have been killed?
Never. They're always lying. They have been lying for the last 47 years.
Any chance of 30 seconds to chat with?
Because I don't feel safe. Sometimes I have to go back to Iran. If they see my photo, then I won't be safe.
What do we want? Freedom! What do we want? Freedom! What do we want? Freedom!
Do you have friends, family, people back home as well?
My sister, long time ago, executed with the Iranian government in Iran, and two of my friends at the moment, 1 month ago in Iran, is killed.
Close down Iranian embassy!
Close down Iranian embassy!
Close down Iranian embassy!
Close down Iranian embassy!
In terms of the Islamic regime that's been taken over and that occupies Iran at the moment, what would you like to see to Ali Khamenei? We're just right outside here on Whitehall, Prime Minister Keir Starmer's lodgings, and a few feet away from Parliament itself. This is actually starting with the Free Iran protest today, with a simple goal to shut down the Iranian embassy here in London, and on top of that, to designate the IRGC as a terrorist organisation. So far, I have to say, it's just warming up, and already there's an absolute crowd of people. We're hoping today that we can get some interviews, see what people are thinking then as well, and what's going to happen for the rest of the day. There is police around. Let's have a little look. So as we can see, there are a few police, nothing too major. In the distance we can see a few more. Everything seems to be quite PG so far, but hopefully anyway we can get a little bit more and to see what's going to go on again. Already there's some chanting and everyone hanging up the Iranian flag with the lion. You get a little shot. As you can just see here now as well, we're just getting into the centre of the protest itself. All different flags as well. Brother, how are you today?
I'm really good, you?
Very, very good. Can you tell me why you're here today?
Well, it's not the first day, but I've been here since day one. I'm here for everyone back home, be their voice, and try to let the world know we're here for them. Over 40,000 been killed, and unfortunately a lot of news agents, people didn't turn up to give our voices for all those people.
Can I ask you a question as well? Donald Trump has just recently released saying that the figures he believed were 32,000 dead, and of course the Iranian government now wants evidence from him as well. To anyone who's watching at home, obviously for your laugh, what would you say in terms of trusting the Iranian government to give you any sort of accurate information?
Well, President Trump's seen something which he was given some evidence, and he wasn't just giving the popsy figure. This is the right figure or hell of a lot more. We know it's double that. But then again, we don't want to say such a things at the moment, but one day every truth will come out.
Answer me this then as well. For you here today, I was hearing for a lot of people in relation towards closing down the embassy of the Iranian embassy here in London as well. Is that something you support as well? And
Absolutely, from day one. I've been standing there yesterday, last week, and I will stand up until the last day.
In terms of the IRGC, if some people don't know back at home, could you give them a little bit of detail and what do you think should happen to them in terms of the British government and what they should be doing about it?
Well, British government should put them on the list from even yesterday. They are a terrorist group and they should not have a place in anywhere in the world. They're killers. If you go to any social media in Iranian, you will see all the bodies. You judge it for yourself. You don't need to ask me that.
What would you like to see to Ali Khamenei as well happen?
Please walk away, and don't let this bloodshed to get more and more every day. We don't want any more people get killed. That's what I'm here for. I don't want no more people killing. I don't want no young people. They're all being killed. Have you been to Golders Green? No. Please go. We've got a memorial place for them. It's absolutely, you find many people like this every day from 12 o'clock to nearly 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the night. They're all there. You can see all the pictures. I like you to go there if you have a time. Yeah.
Thank you very much, brother. Have a lovely day. God bless. So all of a sudden we just got our first interview then as well. So far already kicking it off. The crowd is here and we're only just starting as well. As you just heard from that gentleman, of course they do seem to have a fear of media not showing up and obviously tackling the story head on then as well. I think it's obviously very important that we get out there, have a chat to people and get up with the truth as well. If I could grab a word from you for 30 seconds, and could you tell the audience at home why you're here today?
The main reason is we are asking UK to put IRGC in the blacklist and also close down the embassy. It is the main reason. And also we are here to support our Iranian people in Iran.
Can I ask you then as well, I was just saying that I just became aware as well of the numbers. Now apparently some people are saying over 30,000, possibly even over 60,000 killed since the 8th of January then as well. And obviously the Iranian government has come back to Donald Trump and said that they want evidence of this. My question to you is, what I've just been asking as well, could you trust the Iranian embassy to give accurate information of how many people have been killed?
Never. They are always lying. They have been lying for last 47 years. For every events happen in Iran, they lied all the time. So the figures, nobody knows how many people died. They just lost their life. But definitely, it's more than what they said. 10 times more than what they say.
10 times.
At least, the minimum, yeah.
Obviously, very personal question. Do you know anyone or family back home who suffered from this then as well?
Not in my family, but obviously all 80 million people living in Iran, they are all our brothers and sisters. So anyone who lost their life, they are our brother and sister. So we are here to support them.
What would you like to see happen to Ali Khamenei?
I don't want for any reason they kill him. I prefer to capture him and then put them in the court.
Do you think as well, with the US military just getting closer and closer to Iran at the moment, do you think that there is maybe at least a chance that war or violence of some sort, military violence carried out by the states, is possible?
War is going to happen, but I trust US and Israel to attack the authorities, the Ayatollahs, not the people.
And one last thing, brother, if you could say anything to the audience and everyone watching at home, what would you tell them?
Support us. We are not only fighting for our own people, we are fighting for the whole world just to get rid of Islam in our country.
Thank you very much, brother. Sorry, always trying to get all the signs. Any chance of 30 seconds to chat with? Oh, okay, you're ready for it. Okay. No, it's fine. Honestly, very easy.
You know, because I don't feel safe, sometimes I have to go back to Iran.
Okay.
So if they see my photo, then I won't be safe.
Well, if you want, what you can do is I can keep the camera on me the whole time and you can speak into us. That way, they're only going to pick up on voice. If you feel that's if you're comfortable. If not, there's no problem.
Yeah, if you don't show my
that's fine.
face.
So look, you can come over here just to make sure I'm telling the truth. So it's going to be on me the whole time. Madam, first of all, if I could just quickly ask, why are you here today?
We are here to support Iranian people inside Iran that are protesting. Still they are protesting, and they are saying that we don't want this regime, and we want the US to help us to get rid of this regime. That's the only help, that's the only hope that people in Iran have, because they say we've done our part, we've came to the streets, we've given our blood, our safety, to show that we don't want this regime, and we support the Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi. But now we need more help because we are not weaponed, we are not armed, but they have all their military equipment, their weapons against us. So we need help from the US.
Would you support a military intervention from the United States, from Donald Trump?
Yes, that's what Iranians are asking for inside the country, as we're in contact with our families and friends. This is the only hope they have, and otherwise they will be very disappointed because they cannot do anything else. And they don't call it a war. It's not a war, it's actually a military help, a military support for people in hostage that don't have anything to combat this regime.
So for you, you actually think that the Islamic regime is oppressive, and the people have spoken in Iran saying they no longer want it, and the solution forward is for military intervention from Donald Trump?
Yes, exactly. The solution is to let people bring back the Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, but this cannot be done without military intervention. So the military intervention would be the start of it, to get them weaker and to get rid of those official commanders so that people can get the power and bring Reza Pahlavi back.
So in terms of Ali Khamenei, what do you think should happen to him?
The best thing would be to arrest him and to have him in a trial, so he will be punished. Even if they cannot do that, just to get rid of him, to kill him or to arrest him, to, I don't know, just make people free and help people get rid of him.
What would you say to anyone who would argue and say that this isn't an oppressive regime? What would you tell people?
Well, they killed more than 36,000 people in only 2 days, and still there are many people that we don't know their name. They are not in the list. but they are lost. Their families are looking for them. So I think this is one of the most oppressive governments in the world and even in the history.
Thank you very much, madam. We've just come out now as well from another interview then as well from people. People have been very talkative so far, which is absolutely amazing. The strength and courage of people like that. Unfortunately for the last interview, the lady who's there actually lives in Iran and didn't feel safe enough to actually have her face on camera. That's how serious things are. It's now kicking off, so let's have a little look and see what goes on now.
ایران بدون پهلوی یعنی سرای اجنبی ایران بدون پهلوی یعنی سرای اجنبی ایران که شاه نداره حساب کتاب نداره ایران که شاه نداره حساب کتاب نداره What do we want? Freedom! What do we want? Freedom! What do we want? Freedom! For who? Iran! For who? Iran! Javid! Shah! Javid! Shah!
One of the biggest issues, obviously, that's been highlighted as well is that on the 8th and 9th of January of 2026 this year, at least suspected to be and believed that 30,000 or even upwards of 36,000 people have been massacred. Have been literally killed and shot down in the street. And so a lot of people here are basically wanting to say that the IRGC, which works basically as an interior police force to shut down any oppression of anyone who tries to take over the Islamic regime. And so because of that then as well, the main issue here is actually to make sure that the UK government takes this seriously and decides once and for all to put actually the IRGC on a terrorist list. They've literally been coming up week after week, and now they're hoping today it'll finally happen. There was some issues then as well with police arresting some of the protesters as well, and then on top of that some of the counter-protesters. We're going to see if there's any around today, and still, like always, hopefully try and get a word in with them as well. How are you today, brother?
Thank you. We are okay.
And very quickly, why are you here today?
Today is so important. Every week is important for us because 1 month ago, Iranian government killed more than 14,000 people in Iran just for 2 weeks, and just for 2 days killed too many people in Iran, cut the internet, and light is everything, electricity is everything is gone. It's starting to kill, and every people arrested, too many people arrested, and it's starting to execution in Iran again, and too many people now is waiting for execution. And we are here, we want to change the government, we want to King Reza Pahlavi back to Iran. We don't want the Islamic regime of Iran. Islamic regime in Iran is enough. We saw Islamic regime. What happened to Iran? What did you do in Iran? We need help, and we want to Trump keep his promise. He's told us to Iranian people, stay in the street, help is coming. But we are waiting. It's more than 1 month. We are waiting for Trump keep his promise to start to help Iran to change the government.
Even when you're talking about this, brother, you seem very passionate, emotional about it as well. Do you have friends, family, people back home as well?
Yes, my sister long time ago executed with the Iranian government in Iran, and two my friends at the moment 1 month ago in Iran is killed, and I have got friends in Iran. His body exactly is I can't say what happened to him, and he's in private place. He want to go out of the Iran because if government arrests him 100%, he's put the hang him and executed him. You know, too many people. I don't want to say to you. You know, my sister, my heart is executed. I don't know his grave. I don't know her grave. I don't know what happened. You know, Iranian government. You know, his leader Khamenei is terrorist. He's always helped to all terrorist group in the world. For example, Hashd al-Shabi, Hamas. You know, Zainabi in Pakistan, everywhere. But people in Iran are poor. Doesn't have any money. All the money is going for the terrorists, for the guns. You know, they want to change the government. We will win one day.
Answer me this. I've been down to one of the protests before, and I have to say the passion of the Iranian people is second to none. For you today, is it that you think a minimum from the UK government is to close down the Iranian embassy, and on top of that then as well to designate the IRGC a terrorist group?
We want to 100% Iranian embassy close, but we are all the Iranian people here is thinking is government in London and Britannia is help the Iranian government. They doesn't want to close the embassy or Islamic center in Kilburn or everywhere. They help us. They help them. You know, they doesn't want to do anything to change the government. I don't know. He don't want Britannia doesn't want to put the IRGC in the terrorist list. I don't know what happened for him. I don't know.
Do you think that what's happening in Iran is a warning for what could happen in the UK?
Yes, 100%.
You genuinely think it could happen here?
Yes, because here is important. It's so important, but they doesn't do anything. We have got friends. He's here more than I think that more than 1 year. He's here on the another road. He's sitting there and he was under a strike for the 17 days. But to put the IRGC in the terrorist list, nobody's hope.
And so for you really want Donald Trump to back you up, keep his promise.
100%.
And you'd be more than happy for a military intervention to happen.
100%. 100%. We want to Trump keep the promise. He's starting to attack in Iran. He's helped to Iran. He's starting to change the government in Iran. 100% Iranian people help the Trump when he's act. 100% Iranian people in Iran are starting to go to the streets again and help the Trump to change the government.
What do you make in terms of some previous protests where some Iranian protesters have been arrested by the police?
Yes, because some people has changed the flag in the Iranian embassy. I think 4 times, 5 times, and police front of the Iranian embassy is starting to attack, with the bottom and everything, starting to attack with the people there, and after that going to the hospital to ask them, they want to arrest them, starting to put them to the court. Why you don't do that? You like the Islamic regime flag up is dangerous for US as well, for US, for here, for everywhere. If the Islamic regime flag up or in the street, too many people come with the covers, with the Khamenei flag or everything. Yep. Come to the streets to for example, Palestinian protest. But what happened? It look like a terrorist group. But I don't know why is UK help them.
Can you tell anyone, for something that they might not know, what is for you the official flag of Iran?
This flag with lion and sun.
One more question, brother. For you, what you want ultimately is for liberal democracy to return and for the crown prince to come back and be reinstated.
Yes, we want to King Reza Pahlavi back to Iran. All the people in Iran in the street just say Javid Shah. Javid Shah is like King Pahlavi, King Pahlavi. Everyone is say King Pahlavi in the street, and more than 14,000 killed in Iran.
It's unimaginable.
100%. We will win 100% one day, and Pahlavi back in Iran 100%. We will win.
Amazing. Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, just a really stirring interview again, I have to say. One of the things this gentleman highlighted is that in Iran currently, the leader, Ali Khamenei, has basically ordered that the internet for the civilians, for the citizens of Iran, to be cut. And in response to that, Elon Musk with Starlink has decided to give access to his internet satellite to make sure that actually people are able to access the internet as well. Something that's extremely important to get the message back out there again.
For 7 weeks every Sunday, we have made sure you know what it is that we want. Closing the embassy occupied by the Islamic Republic. Close down Iranian embassy! Close down Iranian embassy! Close down Iranian embassy! Close down Iranian embassy! The mullahs that they are supporting celebrate every week in London. The mullahs that they are supporting kill the children of Iran. IRGC terrorists! You can put them on the list! Payende Iran! Payende Iran! Javid! Shah! King Reza Pahlavi! King Reza Pahlavi!
Come over here with me. It's always a pleasure to talk. Brother, could you tell us very quickly why you're here today?
Well, actually, we are here to support the Iranian people that have been hostage for the 47 years by the Islamic regime. The Islamic revolution happened in 1979. Since then, many Iranians been hostage. Now we are here to be their voice, to tell the world that we want freedom. We don't want the Ayatollahs, we don't want this very closed country, and we don't want this ideology as well. We want our freedom. We want our country back to the people. And we are all supporting the Prince Reza Pahlavi. We're calling him, and he is our leader.
In terms of the Islamic regime that's been taken over and that occupies Iran at the moment, what would you like to see to Ali Khamenei?
To be fair, I want him to be in jail and just pay all the cruel and brutal things that he has done for many years to Iranian people, and justice, to be honest. And I'm not in a place to say what is the justice. It should be the people, judge, and everything. But I want him to be out of Iran immediately, and people of Iran take back their country, our country, I thought.
I was reading as well that possibly even on the 8th and 9th of January that over 30,000 people killed, possibly even more.
Even more, yeah.
In terms of that the Iranian government has basically turned around and responded by saying that possibly 10% of that at best. I'm trying to say to the audience at home, how much do you trust what the Islamic regime says?
I mean, I'm gonna say negative 100%. I don't trust them at all. And I say to the people at home, don't trust them. They're good liars, and they've been lying for 47 years. I don't know why the world leaders still believe them. And that's why we are kind of asking for help for the other countries, Western countries like Britain, Great Britain, United States, and Israel to help us to take back our country, because they're liars. They're saying that even it's more than 60,000 people. I mean, there were rumors that it's about 100,000 people. It was a blackout. We cannot say for sure. And still, out after those 2 days, 2 nights, still people of Iran, they were kind of protesting in Iran. Today and yesterday was the students, university students, that they've been shouting for the king to come back. And also, I'm saying to the people at home, please, 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 don't believe them. There are some propagandas that calling themselves journalists. Don't believe them. It's been 47 years that the Islamic regime just planning all these things to be pretended to be a journalist as in Iran without hijab, or telling these all lies. There's money behind it or other stuff. So don't believe them. Don't trust them. And if we don't have ayatollahs in Middle East, in Iran, we have a peaceful Middle East. Peace in Middle East. And they are supporting terrorism. All the terrorism groups in the area, the big funders is Islamic regime, Islamic Republic. So if they don't have it, we have peace everywhere.
My question to you is, there's been a lot of talk about military intervention, particularly from Donald Trump and the American military getting closer and closer to Iran. Would you support military intervention for Donald Trump to do something to take over?
Well, actually, if we see the history, all the revolution happened with the external help. France, Afghanistan, some of them very successful, some of them no. Okay, we can say Iraq, for example, wasn't successful, but Iran is not other countries. It's not Afghanistan, it's not Iraq. Iran is a big country with a perfect culture. You've seen 7 weeks we're coming out, 0 incidents. So it's coming to show that we are Iranians, not the people in Iran. So, of course, a lot of people, they need help. We need help from the other countries, powerful countries like United States, like Israel, like Great Britain, to help us, because it's an unfair war, unfair revolution. The IRGC with the weapons and people without nothing. If you see the history back in days, a lot of countries, France, Portugal, these kind of European countries that the revolution happened, it was the external help, mostly United States. So I say, yeah, we do need that.
Thank you very much, brother.
No worries at all.
Now everything seems to be warming up as well. The crowd is very ready and prepared. Very ready and prepared for what's going to go on. Again, we've heard now another interview as well. People are certainly depending and waiting on Donald Trump to hopefully do what he's promised with military intervention as well, and to make sure actually that he has the capacity and the ability to follow through with his promise. Again, this man is basically talking about the blackouts that have happened as well in Iran, and obviously that they have a dependence on other countries, the United States of America and even Israel in the Middle East as well, to make a great partnership. One of the main things that has to be said here is the Iranian flag, the United Kingdom, but also the Israeli flag as well, is very predominant. A lot of people are shouting for peace and integration between these two great nations after the Islamic regime is taken down.
یه دونه از
Honestly, just extraordinary. They've kind of done a collection of photos of all the Iranians who've been killed, and this is a people who I feel are deeply, deeply mourning, and you can feel their passion in the air, and I have to say rather moved as well by it. They want change, and I can feel from this that they will absolutely get it.